Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, it's good to be back. Nature is healing. Jack Charles, welcome back to the microphone.
Good afternoon, Australia. How nice is this, Swanee?
Oh, it's so good to see you. You look so well rested, but so poor.
So broke.
What did it cost you? Do you even know yet? See, I'm the sort of person that if I spend a lot of money doing something, I never look at my statement because I'm in denial.
I think there will be a 2 in front of it. I'm in debt, obviously. Let's just be real.
What, $2,000? Oh,
no,
20.
Or maybe just under.
Sales department, if you can hear this sales department, we're going to need some live reads.
I am available. Or Nova pay your bills. Can I register?
What happened to Daniel's Donuts? You used to make some sweet donut cash.
I know, but they're only in Melbourne.
So we are back. We are thrilled to be here. It is so great to see you. You look well, even though you look very poor. We are going to be discussing later on this new trend that I'm horrified at, with people at concerts throwing things.
Yeah, what is with this?
Jettisoning hard objects at the people that they've paid good money to see.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It must be terrifying.
Also, obviously going to play Chrissie's Quizzy. I looked in the prize cupboard, Swanee, and there's still bum bags there.
Yes, there are.
How exciting for us.
I nearly got you a knockoff Prada and then I decided against it, Barley.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
I mean, to quote Madonna from her wonderful documentary Truth or Dare, have you seen that, by the way, Jack?
I have not.
You must see it.
Is it on a streamer? Is it easy for me to find?
It would be very easy for you to find. It is quintessential 90s viewing. It's unbelievable. Where were you? And to quote her, she goes, something bad was about to happen. And she goes, I hope I'm somewhere safe when it happens. And I use that all the time. And I wished that I was somewhere safe when it was going to happen because I really thought Madonna was going to pass over last week.
So did I.
News broke that she was in hospital in the ICU, and I just went, it's not your time, Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone.
And also, she just had that song with The Weeknd popular. I mean, it's still super popular and killing it.
It's so good.
She seems more relevant than ever.
I know, but she had a bacterial infection.
Scary.
And I thought she was going to die.
Same.
And I want to be somewhere safe when that happens because I'm not ready. She has broken her silence on her health emergency and she's had to delay her tour because I was talking to Jamie Rowe, who filled in for you yesterday, and he's like, I said, what about Madonna? And he said, yes, I know the gays are getting actually very mad because they're because they hadn't got an update and they've all got their tickets to the global tour. Yeah. So she has put off the North American leg of the tour. She's going to start in Europe, which was going to be the second leg, and then she's going to come back and do the American tour. So it's okay if you've got. Obviously we don't have tickets.
No.
But if you do have tickets and you're in America, don't worry.
That's promising.
Yeah, it is promising.
And I also saw that there was a pat pic of her out walking the street somewhere. So if you're well enough to be up on your feet, you're going to live.
Oh, that is such good news. Yeah. I haven't seen that. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, so she's all right.
She's all good.
She's all right. Thank God. I'm just not ready for that. I can't do George Michael and Madonna in a 10-year period. I don't have enough tears. Speaking of tears, did you know there's a fun fact about me, Jack?
Yeah.
I think I might, well, I don't, it's not a fact because it's just a thought of mine. I think I might be allergic to the sulfur in onions because whenever I chop them, obviously...
Yeah, we're not about to say because it makes you cry.
Everybody has a cry.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't see. My eyes go red and closed and I'm floods of tears. My kids think it's hysterical.
Can I just tell you that is everyone?
Is it?
Yes.
Mine seem to be worse than everyone else. I've got it worse.
Yeah, okay.
And I bought those Dame Edna Everage goggles. I've done the bit where you put a piece of bread in your mouth.
Do the goggles work?
Nothing works.
Right.
Nothing works because you take them off and then boom. But I tell you what I'm excited about. Tearless onions are about to make their way to supermarkets.
How cool.
Are they like genetically modified
They
though?
have to be, right?
I don't feel like it's right. And they're expensive. Not that you care about expense, given that you spend $700,000 on a European. No, not 700, 20. 20,000. You're going to be working hard to work that off.
I will never retire.
No.
I'll be 75 and be like, remember that Europe trip in 2023?
I'm still paying $95.70 a month. It's my minimum payment. But these are a lot more expensive. 500 grams for $5. You wouldn't know what onions cost.
That's still
500 grams for $5, as opposed to $2 a kilo.
Right.
So, they're a lot more expensive, but I'm going to have to do it just to save my eyesight.
I think you either put up with the crying or you just don't eat onion. I feel like it's all a part of the experience of onion, is the cry.
Can't live without onion.
I know, but if you don't want to cry for it,
FODMAP friendly.
you don't deserve it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Who doesn't love paying less for their favourite beauty brands? Love paying less for glowing skin or love paying less for feeling better? Find great prices on everything you love only at Priceline Pharmacy.
Shop in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hey, I want to talk about this new... Well, apparently it's not so new, but it seems to have been happening a lot recently, where projectiles are arriving on stage at huge artists. Started with Bibi Rexha. Someone threw a mobile phone at her.
She got like a full black eye from that, yeah?
She had to have stitches, but like between 3 and 7 stitches.
I just have so many questions. Like, don't you want your phone? Like, why are you throwing it at her? You're not going to get it back.
That is so you. I thought your question was going to be, why do you want to hurt somebody that you obviously love enough to have bought a ticket to see their show? But you
didn't
are
think of
worried.
that.
No, you didn't. Have you ever received a phone to the face?
Never.
I haven't. But I know it hurts because when Peg was a baby, I had my phone in my bra and she was having a grizzle or something. I'm talking a baby,
Yeah.
like, nappies, cot, everything. And I got up in the middle of the night and I just put my phone in my bra and then I was leaning over her trying to settle her down and my phone fell on her head.
Ow!
She was awake after that. Let me tell you. So and that was from, 10 centimetres. Can you imagine how much it would hurt? At
When you're like
full throttle.
bowling it.
And completely surprise. That was horrific. And it's just gotten worse from there. Harry Styles has had 3 different incidents on his tour. One was a handful of Skittles, which I can't imagine hurt too much.
No.
But don't do it.
But just annoying.
Another one was a full bunch of flowers, which I'm sure it was very shocking to receive a full bunch of flowers thrown, hurtling.
Prickly.
And then most recently, just on Saturday in Europe, something hit him and he was shocked by it, but I don't know what the actual missile was. So many people. Jason Derulo, it's happened to. Adele came out on her show and she says, basically, any of you idiots want to do that, I will take you on.
I'd do it just to see Adele get mad at me.
She would. Can you imagine?
She'd
Adele
be hilarious yelling at you. I remember when going to Pink concerts as a kid, and people used to always throw...
Formative moments.
Obviously.
Yeah.
People used to throw teddy bears at her. Like, that was her thing in the early 2000s.
And people used to throw underpants at Rod Stewart.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that. But what annoyed me the most, I didn't care about the gift giving. I cared about the fact it was delaying her next song. Like, I used to get really frustrated. It's like, no, stop saying thank you, Pink. Stop thanking all the fans for this. Get back on to singing Dear Mr. President.
I'm waiting for Just Like a Pill. Yeah. That's my favourite. I've got Corrie to that.
Well, hot off the press, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but your Queen has had something thrown at her.
I was just about to say, community service announcement, if anybody throws anything at my Queen, they'll have me to deal with.
Well, it wasn't actually while she was on stage. It was as she was walking off stage from one of her shows, and fans were standing over a bridge and piffing bracelets at her.
Bracelets?
Yeah.
What, like friendship bracelets?
It must have been, while security were all around her. And my question is, were you in Austria at the weekend?
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Can we pay your bills?
Nova's Pay Your Bills.
I was driving into work yesterday and I was thrilled to hear that we're still doing this competition. I love it.
It's so much fun.
Tanya, do you love it?
Yes, I really do.
I've never known listeners to be so excited to talk to us because they know they're about to get a filthy wad of cash out of Nova Boy.
Definitely very, very excited, and it's a little bit of a relief.
So you've contacted us via the Nova Player app. By the way, do it. You still have time. And you've told us which bill you want us to pay. What is it and how much is it for?
It's my credit card, and it's $495.
Do you want to talk to Jack about his credit card balance?
He might not want to disclose that.
Tanya, it's grim. I wish mine was 495. I really do.
Well, it's probably gone up a little bit, so next month might be a bit more of a killer. But
what's your
that's what it is at the moment.
what's the max amount that you can put on the credit card?
Mine's at $6,000, and I tried to increase it, and they said no. Back to
Tanya,
Tanya.
this month you don't need to increase it because we are covering that bill for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
$495. How good's that? And if you, like Tanya, would like your bills paid, head to the Nova Player and register your details there.
Speaking of bills, I know that you dream of a $495 minimum payment.
Wish of that.
You have just arrived back from Europe, and we really haven't had enough time to really get down to the nitty-gritty of the best moments and the worst moments and your favourite cities. And
Favourite city was Paris, and
Yeah.
one of my favourite moments that I want to share with you and our listeners is something that happened at a restaurant in Paris, Chez Genou. And it's because I spotted a celebrity on my first day.
oh my God, you would have loved that.
I loved it. I was
Yes.
so excited, and so was the crew of friends I was with, because we are all big fans of White Lotus.
Oh my God.
Anyway, in walks in this hot, tall, tanned, brown-haired man who goes by the name of Theo James. Now, Theo James plays Cameron in season 2.
Oh my God.
The jock kind of guy.
The jock guy. The nasty one?
Yeah, he's a bit of a dog.
He was so objectionable.
I know, but he was a vibe swap.
He's totally your type. Yeah.
Anyway, I went to the toilet because he was sitting right near them, specifically to take a sneaky photo of him.
You are so bad.
So I did that.
Jack Demois Charles.
This is why I did it.
Oh my God.
Because I wanted to send it into Demois. Anyway, Swanee, lo and behold, I was finally featured on Demois.
You're joking,
Spotted.
Jack. Oh.
My photo of Theo James.
Oh my God. Theo James at Chez Genou in Paris. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And then the second highlight was, Swanee, the whole trip, I wanted to find you a piece of merch.
Yes.
And I wanted to find you specifically a piece of corgi merch.
Oh, nice. I
Because
love a souvenir.
I visited London. I could not find one corgi gift,
Really?
item, T-shirt, anything.
Nothing, because you know corgis are my universal sign that it's going to be a good day.
All I could find was Paddington Bears, and I was like, no, boring.
No.
I found at Heathrow like a corgi teddy, and I was like, no, that's boring. So instead, when I was in Mykonos, I got us matching Mykonos caps.
Yes, Jack!
And I thought we could go walking together in our
Yes.
Mykonos caps.
Oh my God, we must. Will you tip off the paps or will I? I love it. Thank you.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, yes, we are back. Jack is fresh off the plane
Good
from
afternoon.
Europe. I'm fresh off the plane from Bali. Flew in at 3 a.m. yesterday, Jack.
Now, this wasn't your choosing, right? This was a delay.
There was a delay, but it was actually fine. It was one of those ones where I got the notification with enough time. I hadn't left to go to the airport yet. The worst is when you're at the airport and then you're told there's a 4-hour
Because
delay.
you could have still been sipping lattes at Sea Circus.
That's right. And it rained the entire 4 days I was in Bali until the morning that we were leaving. So I was like, delay for a few more hours.
Great.
I'm having my coconut water now. We are going to be talking a little bit more about this Barbie movie, which I am just so excited about. But Nicki Minaj, in a surprisingly coherent tweet. Is that judgmental from me? I never expect her to be so clever.
Eloquent? Yeah. No, I guess it's a little bit judgmental, but I
It
get
is
what
a
you
bit,
mean.
I guess. She went and saw the film and she says Margot Robbie is strikingly gorgeous in person. By the way, the entire cast of this movie nailed it. The film is so visually stimulating, the actors can actually act, and the comedic timing is actually on time. Bravo.
Actually, you're right. She sounds like David and Margaret.
It's completely Margaret Pomerantz.
How funny.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, yes, the bum bags are just rolling out of the cupboard.
Rolling out the cupboard.
If you want one, Jack, you've just got to ask.
I just never will.
But if you want one, you've got to win it. It's the only way. Darcy and Raiden, welcome.
Thank you.
Who wants the bum bag more?
Totally me.
Yeah. Darcy, I feel like you want it more, but Raiden, the money's on you. All right? This is how
Thank
it works,
you.
my darlings. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. You know, I have to read that out word for word every day because none of it goes into my mind.
So you're reading it out for you.
Yeah, like the logistics of things, my brain doesn't work like that. And every time I read it, I'm like, oh, it's the best of 5.
Oh, this is how this game works.
Yeah. One of you is going to walk away with the Money Can't Buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. I really wish I could give you both, and I might.
No, you won't.
Question number 1. 10 years ago, the Netflix series Orange is the New Black premiered. Whew, my God, that first episode. Holy dooly. The show was based around women in what setting?
Reading.
Yes, Ray. Oh,
Reading, I think, just got in. I
Yeah.
just heard the R.
In prison.
prison, correct. Now, don't give away too much, Raiden, but do you know the first episode that I'm talking about?
Yes, Netflix.
Oh, Mama, have you seen it,
Yeah.
Jack? Oh, my God. Question number 2. Like Wentworth wishes. Question number 2. The Westgate Bridge is found in which Australian city?
Darcy.
Yes, Darcy.
Melbourne.
Correct. It's one apiece, isn't it?
Sure is, Swanee.
Question number 3. The great Richie Sambora turned 64 today. He was the lead guitarist for which band?
Darcy.
Yes, Darcy.
Darcy. Bon Jovi.
Correct. May I furnish you with a haiku poem that I wrote in year 10 when I was deep in my obsession for Bon Jovi, Raiden and Darcy
Swanee.
and Jack? Okay. It goes like this. So you know the syllables in a haiku are 5, 7, 5. Jack's looking at me like, you know that we're on air. Okay, here is the haiku. Remember, imagine me, I'm 16 years old, in love with Bon Jovi.
Go.
Every single day, he is always on my mind. Richie Sambora. 575. All right, where are we up to
We
here?
are 2 points to Darcy, 1 to Raiden.
Okay, question number 4. Which position on a netball team wears the bib GA?
Reading.
Darcy.
Yes, Reedon?
Gold Attack.
Correct. Have you ever played netball, Reedon?
No.
I'd imagine you'd be a centre.
Why is that, Swanee?
Just get a centre vibe off, Reedon.
Mr. Chrissie's here.
Question number
Alrighty,
5.
for the win.
For the win. Is it 2 apiece?
Sure is.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Come on.
Who played Tina Sparkle in the film Strictly Ballroom?
Come on.
No.
Come on, Reedon.
Reading?
Yes,
I'm going
Reedon.
to give it a guess. Michelle Pfeiffer?
No! Strictly Ballroom. It was Krugs.
No.
Okay, tiebreaker. A baby okay, is everybody listening? Because this is really first in, best dressed. You're going to get this, both of you, okay?
Okay.
A baby sheep is called a what?
Reading.
Yes, Reedon?
Oh, damn it.
What?
Oh, I've lost
Darcy.
it. I just had a mental blank.
Darcy, go.
Lamb.
Yes, it's a lamb.
Good job, Darcy.
That was the ultimate Steve Monaghetti moment. You had it, though. You had it.
Oh,
Please,
Oh,
can
well,
I
next
give
time.
Reedon a...
No.
Oh, God, please.
The fact he couldn't just yell out lamb means he does not deserve a bum bag. Don't look at Annie.
Fair enough,
Annie,
fair
you're
enough.
on my side, remember?
Annie, I'm coming out there. You get Reedon's details and I'm going to drop it over myself. I'm the boss of this show.
Congratulations, Darcy. The bum bag is on its way to you.
And to you too, Reedon.
No,
I
Swanee.
love you, Chrissy.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Big ups to our friends at Priceline Pharmacy. Now, yesterday I heard a little snippet in the news that made me laugh.
2 people have been charged after a 14-year-old boy rode a baggage carousel at Canberra Airport. A 58-year-old man is accused of actively encouraging the boy to ride the carousel, which took him into a restricted area.
Now, a kid has got onto the baggage carousel, which, you know, it's obviously very dangerous and we don't recommend it, right?
Right.
But the funny thing about this is, and I don't have any more information. I've got, Annie's done a bit of Googling and we've got the same story.
Yeah.
But that 14-year-old being encouraged by a 58-year-old man, that is definitely his father.
Such dad behaviour.
That is definitely his father. That is 100% a 14-year-old and his dad at the baggage carousel. and the dad going, "Oi, Shane, see if you can be like a piece of luggage and get on the luggage carousel, see how far you can go." And then Shane has gone, "Yes, Dad, what a good idea." And then they've both been charged. More interesting is the fact that they were tracked by the police. It's apparently a very bad thing to do. Don't at me. I know it's very bad, right?
It's so funny.
It must be so bad that they looked at the footage. The police looked at the footage and then waited at the airport for them to finish their holiday and come back.
Wow.
Yes, and that's when they nabbed them.
And that's the AFP. It always sounds more serious when it's the AFP.
I agree.
I might put myself in the shoes of the little boy, and how fun it would have been, right, up until the point where he goes through into the back area, like the black flaps.
Yes,
and
I know.
Gone through them. You'd be like, oh.
It would be so terrifying.
So frightening.
But the good news is that it's circular. If you go through the black flaps, you're going to come back through the black flaps.
Just hold tight, Shane.
It's coming around again, Shane. But it just made me think of all the bad ideas that your dad has given you.
Yeah.
And that because of the dynamic between father-son, father-daughter, they're your hero.
Totally.
They know everything. Of course it's the right idea. I remember in the 80s, went to my dad's place in Adelaide for the school holidays. He decided in his infinite wisdom, this is, a 45-year-old retired army major, that he knew what sort of haircut a 10-year-old should have.
Oh, what did you get?
I had the most magnificent, I'd never had a haircut, magnificent long goldeny brown hair, like you'd pay a fortune for it.
Right.
And he thought he'd go and neaten it up, which is his specialty. Took me to a hairdresser. I can't express to you, Adelaide in the 80s was like Melbourne in the 50s.
Okay.
Right? And he took me to this ladies' salon, and I basically walked out looking like the Queen. Like a very short, curly old lady haircut. I was like, what a great idea,
I'd
Dad.
love to see a photo.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're talking about all the things your dad encouraged you to do that probably weren't the best idea off the back of I'm going to say it was definitely a father and son team in Canberra Airport. 14-year-old and a 58-year-old man who encouraged him have been charged with going into weird security areas on a baggage carousel at the airport. Clearly it was the dad going, go on, do it, I dare ya. You won't get in trouble.
I waited so long for my bag at Tullamarine last night, I would have considered doing it too.
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Hopefully it was full of cash. Sharon, what has your dad encouraged you to do that was not the best idea?
Hi, guys. Well, my parents had separated, and I was on the weekend with my father, and we're in Bendigo, and he walked past the tattoo shop, and Dad's like, "Oh, I might go and get a tattoo." I'm like, "What am I going to do?" Anyway, the guy said, it'll take about 6 hours to get a big Ned Kelly tattoo on your leg, whatever. And I said to Dad, well, what can I do? Roam the streets of Bendigo. Anyway, he goes,
just wait, Sharon, there are so many bad ideas so far.
Bad ideas.
I don't know where the money's coming from here.
Anyway, yeah, so Dad said, what do you want? I said, I want my belly button pierced, but, Mum's not letting me, I can't get it done and whatever. He's like, just get it done. She won't know. So I got it done. And then a week later, I was walking down the hallway at home at Mum's, and I was playing with my belly button ring, it's new and you're playing with it, whatever. And Mum's like, get that out, get that fake thing off. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, is that real? And I'm like, yeah. And then she knew straight away. Anyway, she's like, pack your bags. So I went and lived with my dad for 6 months because I got my belly button. My dad's influence. Yeah.
You are joking, Sharon. This was bad parenting all round from that naughty couple.
That's right. Exactly. So, yes. It was,
Sharon, do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to give you a brand new coffee machine.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yes, I am. We got sent these amazing Sunbeam Barista Max espresso machines, and I feel like you've really earned it with that terrible, terrible divorce your parents put you through.
You're amazing. Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
I appreciate it.
Well, who's going to do the plug, Jack?
Pour the ultimate latte thanks to Sunbeam's award-winning espresso machine range. I'd love to ask Sharon what other tattoos her dad has, but that's a whole other segment.
We're going to call you back, Sharon, and we're going to ask you, because if there is a full 6-hour Ned Kelly tattoo, I want to know what it's going with. All right, Connie, we've got to be quick. What did your dad do that was really not a great idea?
My dad came to pick me up from a shift at work. I hadn't even got my L's and hadn't even had a driving lesson. He said, just pull out. I said, Dad, I haven't even driven. He goes, you'll be right, just pull out. And I pull out, and I pulled out right in front of oncoming traffic. Chrissie, I'm glad I'm still alive. We nearly died, and he was screaming, "You're gonna kill us!" I said, "I told you I don't know how to drive."
What was he expecting, Connie?
I don't know. I'm reversing back. I hadn't even gone out for a drive. He goes, "You'll be right." I said, "Dad," I said, "I've not driven." He said, "Just pull out."
Connie,
I pulled out right on the oncoming traffic. I still have vivid memories.
Yeah, I can hear
traumatic.
them. You're traumatised. I'm going to send you an amazing coffee machine as well, a Sunbeam Barista Max espresso machine for you,
Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
What is that parenting like?
Seriously.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's Clickbait.
I am unnaturally excited about this Barbie movie.
Same.
But I do have to flag, how long have we been talking about it? Like, have we ever talked for so long about a movie before it's come out?
No.
So much press. The problem is, usually the amount of press is indicative of what a turkey the film is. But I don't think it is in this case, because the premiere was in America overnight.
Yeah.
And people are loving it. And it is, overseen and written by Greta Gerwig, who's unbelievable. So I think it is going to be a great film.
I think it'll be elite. I mean, anything with Margot Robbie, though, for me just is.
I agree.
I feel like she hasn't had a miss.
She's so wonderful. And also, to quote Aqua, I'm a Barbie girl. I loved Barbie growing up. I was absolutely into her 100%. I played with Barbies much longer than I should have. And I know that there's all this sort of body image stuff around Barbie, but I really, for my imagination, Barbie was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah.
And I think they've really tried to sort of modernise Barbie and those issues.
I agree.
And I think this movie will reflect that.
I agree. And the soundtrack.
The lineup of the soundtrack. We've got, can we just quickly go through it? Produced by Mark Ronson, Ava Max, Charlie XCX, Dominic Fike, Haim, Ice Spice, Khalid, The Kid Laroi, Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, Billie Eilish.
It's like the video hits summer hits CD that you buy from the
So
servo.
fresh.
It's like so fresh. That was the one I was after. So Billie Eilish was the first name that dropped on the soundtrack. I think we've got a little snippet of that. Oh my God.
July 21st, rated PG-13.
July 21st. It's actually July 20 in this country.
It is.
So that's good news. But the latest name to reveal it's actually the latest and the last name to be revealed as being involved in the soundtrack is the great Sam Smith.
Oh, good.
Yes, they're going to sing from the perspective of Ken.
Cool.
In the Barbie film, a song called Man I Am. And the imaging that goes with it is all that Mattel curly Barbie writing. I cannot wait. And also, friendly reminder, Sam Smith is touring this country October, November. I cannot wait.
They are too. Can we go to that together?
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Yes, we absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's it. We're out of here.
We are. And tomorrow, Swanee, speaking of the Barbie film.
Oh, yes.
We've got some exciting news about it, how you could potentially be seeing it with us. Can I say that, Annie?
God.
Yeah.
Can we say that? I'm so excited.
We'll tell you all the details tomorrow and how to win, but we can all watch it together.
You will recognise me as the one with the arms permanently at right angles. I'm going to have a big hole in my hand where I click a big ring in.
In character.
We will be back tomorrow. God, we've loved your company. Have a gorgeous Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.